Today I'm here in the beautiful city of Christchurch in New Zealand and I'm talking to Jiby Thomas. He's a force to be reckoned with. He is a rising star, an elite agent writing over 100 sales and over $1 million, and he is only getting started. We will learn how to run a business at volume and how to prioritize your time. Jiby, thanks for taking time for me today.
Thanks for having me.
It's so good to talk to you. Now, lots of people know your name in Christchurch, but you are on such a meteoric trajectory. Your business is growing really fast.
It's been good.
We're going to talk about that, but you're an interesting young man. So we want to talk about your origin story,
Okay.
your backstory. So you've been in real estate since 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 6 years, and that career has just grown consistently every year. Why did you decide to get into this amazing industry?
Real estate is everyone's second or third career. It was same for me. I used to be a chef. I came to New Zealand when I was 18 to study chefing. I studied chefing, worked a couple of years as a chef, and I was looking for the next thing. Went to uni, doing bachelor's in finance. Quite couldn't find what I was looking for. Then I was looking for the next thing while I was at uni, and read a book, and it was all about properties, and I wanted to be heavily involved in properties.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really had the capital to do anything in properties, so I was looking for making some money to invest in property and get to the market. And I searched highest paid sales job, and real estate came up, and decided to give it a crack.
Away we go.
Yeah.
So good. I know you've mentioned really what you're interested in is business.
Correct.
And you're expressing that through real estate. Chefing, that's an interesting path. I know it wasn't really a passion of yours.
No, it wasn't necessarily a passion, but it was something that I had to do to get where I wanted to go. So
Yeah.
I was just doing it, and I was really good at it.
Yeah.
Anything I did, I gave 100%, and I was really good at it.
Yeah. Is that? Do you still like to cook at home?
No, not at all. I haven't cooked them in for years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're outsourcing now.
Live off Uber Eats.
Oh, yeah, okay, right. We might need to address that at some point, Jiby. One of the things, I came from a hospitality background, I wasn't a chef, but I think one of the things about working in the hospitality industry is that, it's antisocial hours, there's sacrifice to your personal life. So I think when you've worked in that industry, coming into real estate, it's not such a big deal when you have to work weekends and evenings, right?
Yes, right. It was a trade. Like that's one thing I always talk to all the new agents when they come in and say this is hard work. I'm like, real estate is not hard work. I used to work as a chef and make 1/3 or less than what I'm making now.
Yeah.
And I used to do more hours.
Yeah.
And weekends, Saturday nights, Sunday nights, all day. And a lot of people out there do that still, and a lot of other jobs as well. So real estate is not that hard work. It can be hard time to time. It is heavily involved and do drain you, but you're physically not, working so hard. At least real estate is a very rewarding industry to put in the work.
Another thing I'd like to touch on with you is you mentioned you came here when you were 18.
Yeah.
So you moved to Christchurch.
I moved to New Plymouth initially. I lived there 2 years. That's where I first studied.
Yeah. And that was, you left your family, you left home. How was that as a young person, new country, English is not your first language, studying, not easy.
It was hard. Well, when I was planning the move, I was all excited, like, every 18-year-old, you're going overseas and it's going to be fun, no parents or family around, you do whatever you want to do, kind of thing. I landed and it took me a day, and then it kicked in. I realized, okay, this is going to be a hard ride.
Yeah.
And it was very tough. There are times I used to melt down, but I couldn't call my parents and tell them because they were already sad that I'm leaving home quite young.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to talk to my friends, and I'm very close with my older brother. I used to talk to him.
Which part? Were you from big city?
I'm from Kerala, which is
south.
part
That's
of,
right.
south
Yeah.
part of Kerala, a decent place. And I grew up in a great family.
Yeah.
So a lot of love, and everyone was there for me. And one day I had no one, and it was tough for maybe 3 months. It took me 3 months to get back on my toes and just going for
Make it work.
Yeah, I had to. I didn't have a choice. My parents put a mortgage on it for paying the tuition fee for
Wow.
me to come over. We never had a mortgage before that.
Wow.
So I didn't really had much options to contemplate with. I had to make it.
Had to make it
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
So, yeah, chefing, finance, real estate. And real estate was always a vehicle for you to generate revenue,
Yeah.
to create wealth in property.
Yes,
That was your
yeah.
ultimate end
That
game.
was, yeah.
Talk to me about, you didn't know anyone, you're not from here, you don't have that, community to lean friends and family.
Yeah.
How did you get going? How did you get your first chance in real estate?
When I decided to become a real estate agent, I was all in. I had credit cards to pay off up to my eyeballs. I had no other backup plan, so I had to make it. So I was looking for how can I make this work quickly, not in a 12 months, 24 months, 36 months period. Not to a big extent, but at least enough sales on the board so I can survive in the business. Because everyone I talked to said, it's probably 6 to 8 months savings you need, and that's the average industry time to make it work. And I didn't have the resources to do it, so I had to go all in. So I was looking for low-hanging fruits, and I was doing a lot of courses, and I came across this video in YouTube, FISPO they call it. It's an American video, for sale by owners. So there was private sales in New Zealand and Australia. So I was looking for that on TradeMe. I used to scroll through TradeMe. You can't filter them, you need to go listing by listing. I was filtering through them, scroll through them, get 10 addresses, 10 numbers, the owner's details are there. So that was easy to get. So I was calling them, and I had a really good script from all the videos I watched. I practiced it all night. I was so good at it.
Do you still remember?
Most of it.
Go on, let's hear it. Call me. I'm a for sale buyer. Are you willing to share?
Yeah, I'm more than happy to. Yeah. All right. Hi, Bingo. This is Jiby Thomas calling from Ray White.
Hi,
just
Jiby.
noticed your property on TradeMe. Is it still available?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Is there any particular reason being you decided to sell it privately?
I just thought it would be easy and I could do it.
Okay, so it wasn't that necessarily the commission factor, or you wanted that experience doing it yourself?
Oh yeah, to be honest, I didn't want to pay an agent if I didn't have to.
Okay, so you're open to work with an agent if I can get you the money you want after the fee?
So you won't charge me if you don't sell it?
Not necessarily, I'm saying I'm not going to charge you, but how this works, Bianca, if you look at any stats, agents usually get you 10% more than a private seller. And my fee sits around 3.5%, 3 to 3.5%. So statically, you will clear more money using an agent, using the right agent, selling the property.
Okay.
Would you be free at 4 o'clock today for me to come have a look? And no commitments. We will have a chat. I'll tell you what I can offer, and if that keeps you happy, we'll look forward.
Sounds good to me, Jiby.
Sounds good. I'll see you at 4 o'clock.
Excellent. So this was how you built your business?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
First year I was Premier, all private sellers from TradeMe.
Right, so you hit Premier status
Yeah.
in year one, which is 30 plus transactions.
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I think 290k GCI or something
Yeah, wow.
back then. Yeah.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
Did you find many other agents were taking that approach at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they didn't have the script I think I had.
Yeah, okay. You were confident
Yeah.
with what you were
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
And so in the first 3 months, you got your first listing?
I listed my first property on the 10th day.
10th day?
Yeah, that was my 9th call.
9th call?
9th property owner.
Wow,
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, he gave me 28 days listing.
Yeah?
It was a rental property. He didn't have power on. He didn't pay it for marketing, but it was a tough ride. But I did got that under contract on the 28th day.
Wow.
Through someone I know. I was like calling everyone I know because I was getting no inquiries from TradeMe because all base packages, no marketing.
Yes.
My first listing, I don't know anything about real estate.
Yeah.
But I did call a friend and he said, one of my friends were looking for an investment. Call him. I called him and he was hard to get hold of. Then it took me like a week to get him to the property, got it under contract. And yeah.
Wow. Wow. So it was all, it's so common, isn't it? Like, oh, you can sell it if I'll give you no marketing,
Yeah.
if you can get my dream price, if, and you had to make it work because you needed to generate the income.
That's right. I mean, I didn't negotiate the fee. It was full fee. Back then it was 3.5% up to 500. I think I sold it for 350k.
Yeah.
I didn't drop the fee, but I think all fees paid for some marketing. I can't remember. What
Yeah,
it was,
amazing.
Yeah.
And so very quickly you decided to focus on a little bit more of an efficient client pool,
Yeah.
which is going into that builder base.
That's right, yeah. So when I was doing all these researches, all I was doing is working. I'm working in the office, go home, then I'm studying something that's either related to sales or real estate or marketing. That's all I was doing. I wasn't going out or partying. I wasn't seeing any of my friends, family, none of that. I was just working. So I came across this model from Ryan Serhan. He always talked about, he used to do a lot of YouTube vlogs back then in YouTube. And he used to talk about, oh, I'm going to meet this developer, got like this 100 unit in New York kind of thing. So I was like, okay, how can I make that work in Christchurch? And obviously we're not going to get a developer with 100 units, but 3, 4, 5 a year is pretty good. You know? On average, an agent sells 7 properties a year in New Zealand. So if I was doing, you know, in from one client, I was like, okay, so I have a higher probability of doing the higher volume. So I was just, you know, looking at numbers and mostly trying to make it work. At that time, I didn't really had a lot of local mentorship, so I had to figure out a lot of things myself. I didn't have a PA back then, so I was doing everything, you know, callbacks and appraisals and vendor reports and viewings and all that. So yeah, I just decided to call builders and developers, and again, that started from Trade Me private sellers.
Yeah.
Builders had their property on Trade Me for sale while they were building it as a private sale. Called them, same thing, and I got one property that was maybe 45 days into real estate. I got that listing. It was just coming to completion. I convinced him to stage it and give me a chance at it. That was the first brand new home, 3rd listing I think that was. Listed that and sold in 6 days.
Wow.
So that was in a new subdivision. So I door knocked all the under construction sites and said, I just sold the other builder's house 6 days for this much. Do you give me a chance at it, kind of thing? So yeah, I got my name out there. A lot of things took a bit of time. It's not like overnight, you know, real estate take time. But I was still doing private sellers. I was picking up appraisals and listings from my open homes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm there 7 days, putting in 10, 12 solid hours every day.
Yeah.
So it's just working.
It's hard work, isn't
Yeah,
it? Like
it
it is, you know, one of the fundamental things that is consistent with all of our high achievers is you've got to have the hard work gene.
Yeah.
The hard work can't be replaced.
No, you can't. I mean, real estate will crush you otherwise. You
Yeah.
can't, like, you know, if I take the foot off the gas for next 45 days, I can see a big drop
Yeah.
in the business.
Yeah, your business will grind to a halt.
Yeah. I mean, I finished at 9 o'clock last night. When I finished my last appointment, the house was vacant. After the viewing, I sat there 15 minutes just to catch a breath so I can get back in the car and drive home. I was that tired.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
but-
have a little lie down.
Yeah. But it is what it is. That's what it takes. I know a lot of people are working 10 times harder out there, you know, mixing concrete and all the hard work. And,
Yes.
you know, they don't make the money real estate agents make. So
Correct.
because I've been on that side, I know what hard work is, and I know what real estate can do to you. I mean, it changed my life. I've only been doing it for 6 years. It changed substantially.
Yes.
You know, on my 2nd year, my life changed substantially.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it? So in the last 12 months, or actually in this financial year to date, you've already transacted over 100 properties. So, and we're 7-8 months into the financial year.
Yeah.
So it's an incredible trajectory that you're on. Last year, you settled over $1 million. You've already written over $1 million this year. You're on track for 2. You have scaled the team, so you're still working really hard.
Yeah.
We're hearing that. Maybe we need to talk about expanding your capacity.
Probably after this we need to.
But you do have a team.
Yeah.
So talk to me about who's in the team now and who does what, because you're pumping out a huge amount of work for the team that
So
you
I
have.
got a PA. She's been with me. She's my first PA I had. She's been with me coming 4 years now.
Great.
Amy never worked in a real estate team or in the industry before. It was her first role as an agent's PA. So I kind of molded it the way I wanted, and now she like from last couple of years, she just does things how I would like to do it. So there is no overlooking on what she does, which gives me a lot of time. So anything that she need to do, I don't need to overlook. So she do all my marketing now. All the admin side of things, appraisals, not CMAs, but appraisals and booking calendar, managing my calendar, all that. And because I do sell a variety of stock, like I sell subdivisions, I sell new builds off the plan, I sell finished new builds, then existing mom and dad, 5 years old kind of properties. So we sell all sorts. So It is my PS role is quite intense than a lot of other PS roles. It's not just one thing you pick off. Every deal is different to very different extent. Like, you know, selling a subdivision versus selling a townhouse of 4 blocks, it's different. So, so she really nails that, and she does all the admin. It's great having her. I don't think I can operate a week without she being there.
I bet.
Yeah.
And then you have also got a sales associate.
I got an associate, Aidan. He's been with me just over a year now. So he runs the campaign with me. So last weekend we had 21 open homes between Saturday and Sunday.
Wow.
So he did half, I did half.
Incredible.
Yeah. So
You made a comment before, and it came out very quickly. The average agent in New Zealand sells 7 homes a year.
Correct. Yeah.
Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. 7, maybe gone up to 9 now.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
You know, so the pace at which you're working just makes that even more staggering when you line it up with that. I want to talk about how you balance all these different styles. You know, you mentioned subdivisions, off the plan, brand new homes. Sometimes it's 1 into 2, 1 into 3, but sometimes, what's the biggest subdivision that you've sold?
I'm selling a subdivision. I'm a marketing manager for a subdivision with 900 sections.
Yeah.
We sold 100 sections. So we release 50 sections sort of every 6 months.
Yeah.
So last year we sold 94 or 95. This year I'm hoping to sell 100.
So that, I've seen this many times, that 900 section would usually overwhelm an agent and the other parts of their business would stop.
Will draw, yeah.
How do you keep all of that going?
I look at it differently. So because we say 100 sections, I look at it in a way it shouldn't be taking the same time you would list 100 properties because I got one vendor for this 100 properties.
Yep.
So it shouldn't take that long. So I know what business bring in what kind of GCI in and what kind of time you should allocate to it. And somehow I find the developers, builders stuff a little bit more easy to deal with. You know, I can talk to them twice a week. It's backed up with hard work. They know and they need to know you are doing everything you can to get them sale. Then they're not going to call you every day to see what's going on because they know you're doing it. They don't need to follow up every day to see that. You know, you need to build that trust. Once that trust there, and obviously you need to back it up with hard work, maintaining that is easy. You know, I spend maybe 4 hours a week on Beach Grove, the subdivision I'm selling, and a lot of my contracts are sometimes I sell 10 sections to one builder, and you know that builder usually buys 30 sections a year. So their 100 transaction is sometimes could be like 15 people.
Yeah.
And one vendor.
Yeah.
So if you can manage it well, I mean, sometimes it does take longer than selling a normal home because a finished home is a little bit more easy. Like, you know, you can do open homes, you have opportunities to meet people. But when we sell subdivision, they're not necessarily titled or developed.
Yeah.
Like, be like farmland. Like, there'll be sections.
There's not even roads.
Yeah, there's no roads. You can't go in there. So they're a little bit harder. They both are hard. You just need to pick your hard. Yeah. And I picked the development hard. Yeah. Because all the other agents were going for the other hard. So I was like, okay, less competition in this sport. Let's pick that. Yeah. And then, of course, what happens if you sell a section with 900 homes, eventually it gets developed, people move in, and then you have a database of 900 people that you've dealt with. Yeah. You know, one of the things that's really difficult to manage with project sales like that is that really long lead time. You know, we're talking years. Yeah. So you might sell something today and not get paid for over 12 months. That's right. Usually it's about 9 months. Yeah. So it's managing that that time, cash flow. Yeah. See, we got a big payout coming in March. That's why my GCI is a bit light at the moment. But I think I'll hit Chairman's Elite March. Yeah. Because we got there 6 months, next 50 sections coming through. So I don't rely on their money to run my business. That's cherry on top. My business is the existing stock that sells, you know, every week, and we sell 2, 3 after open homes. They're not necessarily just mum and dad stock. That is developer stock, but finished homes. You know, brand new homes. You know, they will sell. They never sit on the market 6 months. Yeah. And we price our properties really well. We work with realistic people. Yep. You know, if you try to be everything for everyone, you become nothing for no one. So I pick and choose my clients. I mean, obviously buyers, you can't pick who you want to work with, but vendors you can.
Yeah.
So I don't want to, stand at the door for 6 months when the owner is expecting 300k more than what it's worth. It's, I'll be very honest with them.
Yeah.
So you might get it, but I don't see it there, and I think you're better off go with someone else who can help you get there, because I don't see it there. And if you still want me to give it a crack, I'm more than happy to give it a crack at it, but in 45 days you need to come down to where I think it is.
Yeah. That's what I've learned about you, Jiby, is you're very critically aware of where your time needs to be spent to get the best outcome. And something that's interesting about you is that you're also a property developer in your own right.
Yeah. I don't know many
on
people
the side.
know that, but there is a fair bit of properties under construction.
So how is that just for fun? This is you fulfilling your longer term ambition, right?
See, that was the main reason I wanted to be in real estate, right? Because property was always the game. And I wanted to be a real estate agent also because I can meet all the big property players in the market. And, from a lot of them do share how good it is going for them. You see in newspaper, every third day a property developer go under. So you need to be careful. It's a very high risk industry.
It is.
But because my real estate cash flow is quite healthy, I don't really rely on the income from my development. If they do good, great. If they didn't perform very well, I could rent it out. I got 14 or 15 properties under construction now. And how many will you hold? How many will you sell? I used to have my own home and everything, but I sold everything now. I put all that into development. I don't own a house anymore. I'm renting now. I can buy a house any day.
Of course,
but I just decided my money is better off in an investment than in a family home. So I'm building a block of 6 units now. I'm going to keep. I got 9 or 10 other units under construction. I'm going to sell. So I'm 30 now. I don't think I don't need to hold too much at the moment. It slows me down with my lending and capital and also. So I'm going to go all in next 3 years, then I'll start holding. So just generate more revenue. That's right.
Over
Build
the next
the capital
3 years.
up, then you can always hold a block.
That's so exciting. Do you think that you're going to maintain, obviously 3 years you're going to go hard. What does the next 3 years look like for you in your real estate sales career? How's that going to shape up?
I think it will be better than what it is now. It has to be, otherwise I can't just sit there. I need to see that growth. That's quite important. I don't necessarily compare myself with anyone else. I don't want to be number one. If I get to number one with what I'm doing, great. I don't want number one, number two. I'm not into the race. I just want to do better than what I was doing yesterday. As long as I hit my goals, I'm happy. It doesn't matter if I'm number 100. It doesn't matter. If 99 people doing better than me, good for them. It's okay.
As long as you are growing.
I'm happy. As long as I'm growing, I'm seeing the growth in my business. That's all that matters. So I've always been, the first couple of years you try to get some awards so you can market yourself. All the awards only matters to me just for marketing purpose. It doesn't make me feel better or make me a better person or anything. I just use it as marketing.
It's more leverage.
There is, but it's just it's just doing better. Or, doing more than what you were doing yesterday is more important.
You mentioned marketing. We spoke to your colleague Rebecca Toon, and she mentioned that you are an expert marketer. That's how she described you.
Okay.
So I don't know if you heard that. Now, one of the things you mentioned YouTube, so you've been really big in video marketing since you started your career. Can you share your methodology? So when I
was doing my real estate papers, I was reading marketing books as well. Gary Vaynerchuk got a book, Crushing It, and this is 6 years ago, so not many people were doing social media marketing and stuff, but I was putting money into it from day one. And a lot of people wasn't necessarily doing a lot of videos back then, so I was doing listing videos, was just to promote myself, just to get the name out there. I was just spending a lot of money on marketing. I used to literally I still spend a fair bit on marketing. I think real estate agents don't run their business like a business. They just take the paycheck, they get on the phone again and just chasing. They're not marketing it. I always ran my business like a business. So I was putting so much money into it. So to get it out there, I needed content. So I was doing videos and putting spend on it, and I was getting it out there. Bex also in her chat with you mentioned, how she didn't rely on people she knew when she started. I think that's a great model. Let them come to you when they see you're doing so well.
Yeah.
And that's what I did with the community and all that. I was just selling a lot, and they were calling me to market their property, and when they call you, you have a little bit more leverage to negotiate. So,
What are your main methods of marketing your business today? Is it still video?
Videos, billboards. I do a lot of billboards around town. It's mostly social media and billboards.
What percentage of your revenue would you be putting back into marketing your business?
Probably be around 10%, 12%, and that number is big.
Yeah. And that's what the revenue, not your profit. That's
the
top
revenue.
line.
Yeah.
And that's obviously, it's the old adage, 10%. It's been the rule from day one.
Yeah.
But most agents don't do that. It's like you say, it's that difference between running it like a business and running it just like a job.
Yes, yeah.
Which is fundamental. There's a thing that I see with everyone who's successful is that commitment to this is actually a business with huge upside.
Yeah. I mean, I hardly prospect now. They all mostly
calling
come
you.
to me. Yeah.
How good is
and
that?
I pick up business from open homes, but I'm not doing cold calls or any of that anymore.
Wow.
So Macca always say you need to do all that. Then I had a lot of chat with Macca, and he I run a different business, and you talk about social media. You don't get business from social media. I always argue with him on that, and I also his point is so true. If you rely on social media, you're not going to get anything.
No.
I was hustling and listing a lot. Putting that on social media got me business. I wasn't putting a post up and sitting there waiting for someone to call me.
Of course.
That never happens. You need that social proof.
Social proof.
So that worked for me quite well. And Tom Panos always talk about attractive business. You need an attraction business so people can call you. Otherwise, your chase will never end.
But the attraction business comes because you have built momentum.
That's right.
And that only comes because you've put in the fundamentals and the foundation to your business.
That's right.
And then that is the payoff.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Anyone doing, say, in our business, in Rare White Group, anyone doing, say, Premier Plus, they all should have some sort of attraction business. But a lot of them don't have it. They chase because they don't spend their marketing and they don't get their name out there.
And they don't get enough momentum.
Yeah.
Jiby, I've really enjoyed talking to you. You're a very interesting man. Is there anything that people might be surprised to learn about you? Secret hobbies?
Not really. I don't really have any hobbies now other than working, I work 7 days. I don't get time to do anything else, which is okay. You got to pay the price at some end or some point, and you can decide what that price is. And I don't think there is anything that they wouldn't know. My life is an open book. It's all in social media and stuff, most of it anyway. Yeah.
Okay.
I used to do a lot of motorbikes.
Motorbikes?
Yeah.
Is it road or road bikes?
Yeah, road bikes.
Okay, what do you ride?
I used to ride R1s and R6, all race bikes.
Not anymore.
No, I do have a bike at home now. It's a 1986 classic BMW. I don't ride it. I sit in my living room.
Okay, it's a piece of
art.
art.
It is a piece of art. It is a beautiful bike.
Yeah.
But maybe they don't know about that. But that's, then I don't think there'll be anything there.
One day you got to get back on the bike.
Yeah, it is there. It's ready to ride, but it's the time thing. Saturday, Sunday, Subdivision. And New Zealand weather is not always in your favour.
Yes, today would be a perfect day along that beachfront.
Yeah.
Jiby, it's been a delight. Thank you so much for talking to me.
Thanks for having me.
Can't wait to see where you go from here.
That's good. Thank you.
Thank you.